Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen around Brisbane and around the world, wherever you might be watching this episode of JDP TV 4. We have Rachel McLean. Lift up the mugs. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Welcome, Rachel McLean from McLean Social Media. Now we're sort of doing a little bit of a rehearsal before the show today, and I wanted to sort of introduce you, obviously, but yeah. If you could sort of just explain a little bit about sort of where you've come from and why you've set up a social media business here in Brisbane.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
This is really fun.
Good to have you.
Yeah. So I started my social media agency almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in February. So we're getting close. And I started it because I recognised that there were heaps and heaps of businesses, and a lot of my friends are business owners, and they had no idea how to do Facebook or Twitter or YouTube and how to use them, or even what they should be using them to achieve.
Yeah, exactly.
So I came from an advertising agency background.
That's right.
And we were doing some social media there. So it was a growing passion of mine, and we were helping more and more businesses with that. And so I just thought this is a great opportunity to help more people. So went out on my own and haven't looked back. And we've got a great range of clients, and we help them get on the right social channels, develop a strategy for growth. So it could be brand awareness or more leads or just more foot traffic, whatever they're trying to achieve, and how they can do that via the right social channels. And then we help them to implement that strategy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, that is awesome. And we were chatting also just before. If you haven't seen her Facebook page yet, it is McLean Social Media. Check it out. She's got over 1,000 likes, so she's a big baller in this space for Brisbane. That's a lot. Yeah, we're just talking about your cover photo. You've got it in 3 sections. You've got strategy, which is grow your database, boost brand exposure, sort of going in and meeting and requirements gathering, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then you've got management, which is the middle piece. And I was saying in social media, because obviously I'm a bit passionate about social as well, but that's the management and the maintenance side of things. It's one, I guess social media is one area which that's actually fun, because in most other industries around the world, as boring as everybody wants to do the maintenance stuff.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. It's we get to chat to all these different communities every single day, multiple times a day.
Industry verticals.
Different industries. We face different challenges and different problems every day as well. So it's for us, it's about knowing our clients' businesses back to front, knowing their industries back to front, so that we can minimise, I guess, the response time that it takes for us to respond if we get a tricky or a hairy question or a certain situation where we need to get back straight away. So it's just great.
And you've brought someone on board, haven't you, to sort of really help you with that, Jess?
Yes.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
She's awesome. We've got your mug as well.
Yes, Jess, we have a mug for you. So Jess is my project manager, and she's my sidekick. Okay. And so she's working closely with a handful of our clients at the moment. So I'm really just teaching her the ropes of everything that we do. And we're looking to take on our next team member probably in January, February. So we'll wait till after the holidays.
And what area do you think that person will focus on?
I want them to be more of an account manager. So someone who can go out there and bring in more business, but can also has that existing, comfort with social media as well. So someone who can walk the walk and talk the talk.
Yeah. Obviously, they've got proof that they can actually do good stuff, which is
another me.
What it's all about, really. Another
me.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. It's hard to find, but no, it's good.
So I'll be coming to you for recruitment help.
Yeah, I would love to have you. I'd love to help you out. And then obviously you've got advertising as well, which is like paid ads and targeted marketing and all that sort of thing. And that's something that personally I've got no idea about, but we're gonna chat about that after the show and soon we're organising that for us. But do you find that is a really big part of your business?
Definitely.
Paid ads and things?
Definitely. So in particular with Facebook, the majority of the strategy that we create for a client is based around getting the right people onto your Facebook page. And the easiest way to get the right people on your Facebook page is with paid ads, because you get to choose your target market, and you can guarantee that the only people that see your ads are your target market, and the only people that click on your ads are the ones that are going to interact with you and actually engage.
And they'll care about what you're doing. Absolutely, yeah. Because if people like, me sort of starting from like, who the hell am I, and like a lot of different people and organisations all going onto Facebook and wanting to sort of carve out a little niche in their market.
Yep.
Instead of just doing it from, organically, which I've only ever done, and I've only got like 200 likes, and here's you like soaring out there, being smart and using pads. That's the moral of the story. Is you should do paid ads on Facebook.
But have a strategy for your ads. Know who you're targeting. Make sure you know what imagery works and what copy works. So do a bit of testing as well with your ads.
There's a lot of that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Chopping it up, and you can. I know there's one bit like. Matt Kelly, shout out, thanks mate. He showed me a little bit. He was actually my first hire over in recruitment. He's over in San Fran now. But he showed me a really, really small piece of how to do it a year or so ago. But you can lower the click rates for 1 cent or 2 cent or whatever it is, and you can round test and measure with that. So that's something that's a big part of what you do, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you'll do lots of different areas and things. And what's not on the cover page here, and I'm sure you'll probably try to work out a way of putting it in there as soon as the workshops that you run.
Yes.
Which I've heard a lot of good feedback about them.
Yeah.
So you get a whole bunch of people in a room at a very fancy location. I think you did Iceworks.
Iceworks is a great venue.
Last time, yeah.
Excellent morning tea. Good Danishes, good coffee.
Good. That's awesome to hear.
Lots of parking.
Yeah.
Restaurant downstairs. So you
absolutely.
can wine and dine me afterwards.
and pick her brain for more questions
Yeah.
and things. And so that's where you will sort of, probably from a more broader level, what level would those workshops be at? Or do you have different targeted ones for people with different knowledge levels, or?
At the moment, they're designed for people, we get people at all different levels of expertise in the room, and they're all generally business owners of small and medium-sized business in Brisbane. We've had people travel from the Gold Coast as well.
Okay.
And we've had a few marketing managers come along.
From bigger corporate companies here in Brisbane and things, yeah.
Yeah, and so I guess the majority of people in the room are probably at between beginner and intermediate, so they actually know more than they think they know, but it's just about making them aware of how the skill set that they have from what they're already doing in their business with their social media, or what they know from using it personally, how they can actually take that knowledge and apply it in a more strategic way.
Yeah.
And we cover Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and LinkedIn, and it's a half-day workshop, so that's about all we can fit into 4 hours. And then from there, if anyone wants to go into more detail, we can do any type of session they like. So
Do you do like the one-on-one or a one-on-one session, or a smaller group,
or in-house? Like if they've got a team and they want to make it more specific to their team and what they're trying to achieve, we can do those as well. But we run those every 6 to 8 weeks. And at the moment I'm doing a whole group of courses at the State Library as well.
Alright.
And they're running.
Is that with the State Library?
It's with,
in conjunction
it's
with them?
The Edge.
The Edge, okay, yeah.
Which is beside them, and so they're organising all of that. But there's introduction, and then there's intermediate, and then this Sunday there's an advanced workshop as well. So tailoring different, different workshop content to people that I kind of have no idea who's going to be in the room or what background they're from. I just rock up and I've got my presentation away.
And away you go. That's awesome.
Great.
Fantastic. I wanted to quickly jump into, I'm sure you don't mind, and obviously I've seen you speaking at different events around Brisbane, and you've got a reasonably famous flagship, would that be the right term, flagship client in the Bunmobile?
The Bunmobile!
That is so special. I love companies that have got a really unique selling proposition in terms of where they've come from to where they are now, in that they don't release information as to where they're going to be until like on the day.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. That's like wicked cool.
So the Bunmobile were actually my first ever client, and they're still great friends of mine. They're still a great client. And so if you haven't been to the Bunmobile before, it's a mobile food truck, and it's Brisbane's first mobile food truck. So they're really changing the food scene here in Brisbane. And there's a couple more food trucks now, but they launched in March 2012, and they do handcrafted gourmet steam buns. So it's a hamburger on an Asian style steam bun, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And the only way that you know what location they'll be at is if you become a fan of their Facebook page, and every single day they'll update the location that they're at.
Wow.
There is also a location calendar that you can find on their website as well, which comes in handy because now they have 2 trucks because they've grown so much.
Nearly 10,000 likes.
Yeah, so we're on track to get 10,000 likes before December. And the best part about the Bummermobile, they're like the jewel in my crown. We have never done any paid advertising with them. So all of those fans,
that is cool.
All of those fans are just people who have just found them. They're through the YouTube videos we do, through Twitter, through blogging, through food critics.
It's where old-fashioned WOM, word of mouth, meets new 2013 social media, and that's so cool. That's awesome.
I guess the main reason why these guys have had so much success is that
because of you and.
Well, yeah, because of me. No, it's because they knew that the only way they would get people to like their Facebook page was if they told them. So every single customer that comes and buys a bun, they say, like us on Facebook, you'll find out when our specials are, you'll find out where we'll be at the next location and things like that. So they verbally prompt every single customer to become a fan, and that's the reason why this is so successful.
Yeah, and also the fact that they've got genuine information that obviously people go there, they're like, oh man, these buns are so good, but then they actually put genuinely awesome information, and they're exclusive to Facebook as well. You know, which is, I mean, we could talk all night about the different strategies and things, but that is a really rich strategy to use. But that's cool. Awesome. Bummermobile, well, all the best to them and you guys going forward as well. In sort of going towards the wrap-up part of the show this evening, I just wanted to sort of ask you where you think Brisbaneites are with social media. What's collectively, what is from a business and a corporate and a small business level, where do you think it's at, and sort of where do you think it could go in the next sort of 3 to 5 to 10 years?
Wow.
I mean, that's a very broad question, but where do you think it's at now? I mean, is it becoming, you know, are businesses really seeing it, you know, even small businesses, are they really seeing it as a real must-have, and they're like, we really need to get this strategy right, or like, what's the feeling out there about it? I mean, I spoke to someone just yesterday, and he was saying that he thinks it's a bubble, so to speak, and obviously, because I'm passionate about social, I strongly disagree, and I think it's something that's really going to change the way we use the internet. But you know, everyone's got their opinions and things, and there are lots and lots and lots of stuff has come and gone. But where do you think it's at? Just here in Brisbane, sort of, you know, from all of your goings on and meetings and things you do on a day-to-day basis, where do you think it's at? Where do you think people of Brisbane, how do you think they feel about social media? I
think it's funny because when I started my business almost 2 years ago, there were people out there who would be like, social media, how can you actually make a business out of that? They wouldn't take me seriously, and it was more, I could tell that I wasn't taken seriously. It was seen as like a hobby, or where is this going to go? And now when I tell people that I'm a social media strategist and I have a social media agency, people go, oh, I need to talk to you, when can I book in a time? This is something that we need to do. So there's been a massive shift in how people see social media and how it can fit into their life business-wise, but I think that for a lot of businesses in Brisbane, and this is the general feel that I get from talking to other business owners, is those that aren't on social now, or those that don't have a social media strategy, are looking for good examples of other local businesses doing it well. And if you see a good example of a business doing it well in your industry, then you're more likely to feel motivated and empowered and believe that this is going to work for you as well. So I guess for me, it's just about getting as many businesses as possible, giving them the tools and the confidence to go out there and make a go of it. If it's on their own or with me and my team helping them along the way, then it doesn't matter. But I'd like to see more businesses having a go, using social media in new, unique ways, so that we're encouraging other businesses as well. And that's how it's going to grow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's like with lots and lots of different things that have happened in history with, you know, people wanting someone else to sort of see someone else going, oh, they're doing really well, because they're doing that, we should do that. We've got a little thing at the moment, and I guess as JDP we're a little bit cocky and sort of part of our whole brand and flavour, but we've sort of really specialised in the digital recruitment space, and you've got now almost every other big company is going, you know, probably not just because of us, but obviously we would have, been a fire starter to sort of, you know, get them along on that. But they're sort of saying, let's create digital companies, you know, digital teams and recruit in that space. But that's sort of the way it is. A lot of people have got to see other case studies of proof of how it really works. But you know, that's again another conversation for, you know, maybe we'll have a JDP TV episode 4.1.
Yeah,
with McLean.
like
Who knows? We'll have to, like a little mini series on social media and where it's at and all that sort of thing. But no, awesome. Well, we'll wrap up there. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
At the end of all the shows, up until whenever it occurs, which is in December, the JDP Treasure Hunt, which you may or may not have heard about. That's okay. I was thinking at the start, maybe you haven't heard about it. It's actually Kieran's little idea.
Okay.
And it's his campaign to run and hustle. Yeah, so I've left it largely up to him, but it's a 2-something kilometre trek around the CBD with about 7 sort of landmarks that you've got to guess. They're going to be released on the day via Instagram, and the winner's going to get $2,000 cash.
I'm in.
So it's 5 o'clock, December 19.
Okay.
December 19. Spencer's behind the camera, sort of helping me out there again. I know I've asked him so many times,
crawl?
but it will end up in the pub. And someone will end up in the pub near Christmas. Yeah. So it's like 6 days or 5 days out from Christmas Day with $2,000, and it'll be in a pub and it'll be fun. And you'll probably spend half of that on drinks for you and your friends. But it'll be cool. So hopefully you can come along.
Oh, definitely.
But cool. Thanks so much for coming along on the show this evening, and all the best with your business going forward. I'm sure we'll have a lot more chats on this show, and social media for the win.
Woo! Thanks, guys.
That's a wrap. Cut.